Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the first weekly episode for the month of September 2025 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series, because we are getting it out to the nation. There we go, and beyond. First photo you see come up today is a thank you to our YouTube channel subscribers for their foundational YouTube channel support. Now, to become a new subscriber to help with the courtesy marketing here that we do each and every episode for nonprofit small businesses, very easy, quick, and simple. As you're watching today's episode, lower right-hand corner of your screen, right down there, right down the corner, you see a red button. You just click on, please, to that red button, and now you are a new subscriber. It's red, just like my friend right here, Larry the Lobster. Larry gives it 2 claws up. So as well as you're watching today, in the lower portion of your viewing screen, right down here, in the middle, you'll see this insignia. That is the like button. You can click onto the like button, please, to like this video for techno support. And right to the right of the like button, right over here, is the share box. You can click onto the share box, please, to share this episode with your family, friends, and social media. Now, next photo coming up you're going to see is for our last episode here for Dedication Around the Nation. That was August 28, 2025. If you've not seen it, live links in the text description area underneath today's episode. Now, a follow-up to the August 28, 2025 episode, and that was for an event that we promoted here, was for August 30, 2025, a nonprofit, Staten Island, right here in New York City, called the Staten Island Zoo. And not only we promoted it, but I actually was there. I was part of the Gotham Whale support team, right? We were invited to be an exhibitor there for that particular event at the Staten Island Zoo. I went, and the next 2 photos you're going to see come up are photos I shot of the event. First one from left to right, and that is Angelina, who's a new volunteer for Gotham Whale. Jessica Hartman, who is the Director of Education for Staten Island Zoo. And thank you, Jess, for your gracious hospitality while we're there. She couldn't do enough for us, and she was so happy we were there, and she actually invited us to come back for another event, April 2026. Next person over is Joan Smith, longtime volunteer to Gotham Whale, and all the way to the right, that is this gentleman in the blue shirt, Paul Ciswerda, who is one of the main whales for Gotham Whale, and his dad actually founded and created Gotham Whale nonprofit. Live links in the text description area to both nonprofits. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is another continuation or follow-up to the August 28 Dedication Around the Nation episode, and that is for another nonprofit staying on Staten Island. It is October 5, 2025. You're going to see the flyer right on your screen. It's at 1 o'clock. It's for the National Lighthouse Museum. Now, I've talked about this for the last 4 episodes, but I'm adding something a little different to it. And these are 2, and you're going to see them back to back. These are 2 YouTube screen grabs for 2 interviews recently for 2025 for the Executive Director of the National Lighthouse Museum, and that's Linda Dianto. So I encourage you to watch both of those interviews. They're both short, local media, and it'll really give you a vibe of not only the museum, but Linda, her perspective, and what they're thinking for the future for this nonprofit. Live links in the text description area to all of that. Now, next one I'm going to talk about, and this is a continuation for an event that we promoted here for August 2025. It's for the, I was going to say Bay Ridge. That's Brooklyn. Got to keep all the bays straight. So this is up in Bar Harbor, Maine, and this is Bar Harbor Whale Watch, and we promoted their whale watching courtesy with Zach Cliver and also Flukes International Whale Watch. And they have a new cruise coming up, and you're going to see that on your screen now. October 18, 2025, this is a river cruise for that particular Bar Harbor Whale Watch, right? Live links in the text description area if you'd like to go on that and get more information. So the next one I'm going to talk about, and this is a new event, if you will, and this is courtesy of Paul, right? This is a very close friend of Paul's, and I've never met Dave, but this is Dave Tomorrow. And apparently Dave was involved in a very serious car accident a couple of 3-4 months ago, and they're having a fundraiser for him November 8, 2025 in Malden, Massachusetts. And this is where he lives. The accident was in an adjoining town. And you're going to see QR codes on the flyer. You can scan them and donate if you can't attend. But please help Dave because he's struggling to come back from this very serious car accident. And this is courtesy for Paul. I told him I helped put it out there for him. Now, I always talk about, I'm going to say recycling, but also the environment, some way, somehow, in each and every episode. So what you're going to see today on your screen, this is a photo of a blood sea star that I shot when I was scuba diving in Long Island Sound. Now, I've used this photo before. It's really, really beautiful. It's so small. This critter is about the size of a quarter. But point is that don't think that trash and garbage and everything else doesn't end up in the sound, doesn't affect these little critters as much as the big critters as well. So today I'm going to talk about, very briefly, electronics. You're going to see the next photo on your screen. These are electronics that I scavenged, if you will, from help cleaning out an elderly handicapped person up in Waterbury, Connecticut, where I live. I cleaned out her apartment for her. I took all of these electronics, and this is the point. Old printers, old fax machines, old cell phones, old computer hardware, it all needs to go to a recycling center. They can be stripped down in components and put to a better use as opposed to just throwing them into a landfill. Please, please do that. Now, in conjunction to that, this next gentleman, small business marketing here, we do it every episode, and this is first time. This is a young man called Garry Lake, and he has up in Waterbury, Connecticut, Garry's junk removal service. And I used and worked with Garry for 3 weeks helping clean out this apartment that I was referring to. And Garry, I highly, as a customer, highly, highly recommend him. He has a wonderful work ethic, one that you don't find much anymore in younger population. And he's so thorough about what he does. And his whole premise is that he does everything he can for his customers. So you see the phone number on your screen from the flyer that I told him I would put up today and help get the word out about Garry's junk removal service, Waterbury, Connecticut area. He goes outside of Waterbury for his business. So Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor of the Dedication Around the Nation weekly video marketing and interview series. You see the logo on your screen. The website is www.project142.org. Facebook is Project 142 NYC. The event calendar tethered to the website is www.project142.org/calendar. That calendar gets updated every day by myself, and now that calendar. So little history. We started this, launched this video series, Chip and I, April 28, 2020. Now we're 5.5 years into doing this, each and every week. And it's always been here at PPI. So what I've done is I've taken that event calendar that was solely for live concerts that we produced for 10 years here in New York City, and now I've morphed it and sculpted it into a marketing platform for organizations like the October 5 National Lighthouse Museum event. It's up on the event calendar to help get the word out for them. The next one is for October 15, 2025 at 7 p.m. You're going to see that up on your screen. That is for Vale, her New York City live show at Don't Tell Mama. It's on the website event calendar to help promotional support, certainly. And also November 8, 2025, and this is for a fellow that we had here as an interview guest in May of 2025, Tom Greene, and his next biannual Brooklyn Beach Cleanup in Bay Ridge, that's where I was thinking about it, is going to be on November 8, 2025. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's welcome to come. They provide gloves, and it's really, really cool to help clean up that particular beach area. So we also do small business marketing, right? Garry Lake, his junk removal, he's a new one here. Also, Pearl Street Station Restaurant up at 53 Summer Street, Malden, Massachusetts. Malden's longest operating restaurant of 40 years. You're going to see that photo, right? You're going to see that photo. That deserves a horn. So you're going to see that photo up on your screen. That's one of the companies and small business that we've been promoting, as well as absolutely phenomenal media in Norwalk, Connecticut. For many years, I've been promoting them. Cross support, which is really cool that we support each other. So I'm going to take it out today with a song because I always sing a song, right? 5.5 years I've been doing it. Most of the time a cappella, sometimes Chip jumps in. And so today this is a tribute for Mark Volman. Now Mark was the half of the founder of the Turtles from the 1960s group, right? Wrote significant hits, rock that still get played to this day and will get played for many, many years. Yeah, exactly. That will get played for many, many years to come.
I think you're swell.
Do you want to come in and sing the song?
No, you can't afford that. You can barely afford the studio. You can't afford me performing.
Right. So this is a tribute to Mark Volman. Now, post-Turtles, they did, meaning Mark and Howard Kalin, the two partners, they met from high school and became music buddies for the entire career. And they morphed into Flo and Eddie. And I actually saw Flo and Eddie multiple performances right up the street from here at the old Bottom Line. And I attended their performances. One night was so cool in specifics because Soupy Sales was in the audience, and Howard and Mark are so gracious. They actually got Soupy up, got a big applause. It was so cool. So much fun. So this is for Mark and his family, and for Howard, missing his partner, I'm sure, and his family. Some girls like to run around, like to handle everything they see. But my girl wants to run around, and you know she'd rather be with me. Me, oh my, lucky guy is what I am. Tell you why, you'll understand. She don't fly, although she can. Some boys like to run around, want to handle everything they see. But this boy wants to settle down, and you know she'd rather be with me. Me, oh my, lucky guy is what I am. Tell you why, you'll understand. She don't fly, although she can. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. 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 Some girls like to run around, like to handle everything I see. But my girl wants to settle down, and you know she'd rather be with, yeah, she'd rather be with, you know she'd rather be with me. Thank you, Chippy. That is for Mark Volman and Howard Kalin. Thank you for years of music that will get played for many, 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 many years to come. What a blessing to have them in certainly rock music, right? So thank you for joining us today. Check out all those live links in the text description there. They're there for you. Nonprofits, certainly small businesses, environmental causes, certainly artistic endeavors. Vail, right? October 15, 2025, 7 p.m. up at Don't Tell Mama. Chip is playing drums that night on that gig. Yay!
All the way from Walden, Massachusetts. It's a short little ride.
So join us next episode, and we'll have more new information. And please check, again, all those live links in the text description area. I'm going to blow the horn for Chip Febreze, the owner, PPI Recording Studio. We'll see you next episode, and enjoy the rest of your week.